RollerCoaster Tycoon for mobile is a release we've been apprehensively awaiting. Developed by On5 and Atari, it takes its name from the series of popular PC theme park sim games and was released almost 15 years to the day after the 1999 original. The announcement that a fourth game was going to be released for mobile was met with a sharp intake of breath from fans of the first three games. It followed hot on the heels of the abomination that is EA's Dungeon Keeper, and many feared that Atari were poised to give RollerCoaster Tycoon the same treatment. Were they right to be concerned? It seems they were. It's hard to describe how RollerCoaster Tycoon for mobile works, so bear with me. You start with a big open space. You can spend in-game currency to build stuff like theme park rides and roller coasters. Then you wait, and you wait, and you wait. Eventually the stuff is built, and you earn more in-game currency from it, which you spend to build more stuff. At some point you'll need to buy more land to make more room for all the stuff you're building. I worry that I'm making this sound much more complicated than it actually is. What it all boils down to is waiting. You see, despite the price tag of £1.99 or $2.99 in the US, RollerCoaster Tycoon is built entirely on free-to-play mechanics. These mechanics tear the life and soul out of the original theme park sim experience, and leave a shallow husk in its place. First and foremost, the misleading name. When we associate it with games, the word tycoon implies some sort of economic challenge. A true tycoon game involves careful expansion, balancing your incomings and outgoings, and making strategic decisions to generate a profit. Failure to do so often results in game over. Atari and On5 have stripped out any notion of strategy from RollerCoaster Tycoon. Without this, you're left with a theme park sandbox. That wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. Sandbox games, where you build for the sake of building, can be perfectly enjoyable, and being able to build and test exciting new roller coaster designs was at least half the fun of the original games. But the ridiculous timers mean that even building your park is a grim experience, unless of course you're willing to shell out some serious real cash to speed up the process. And that, folks, is the basis on which the whole experience has been built. Somebody started with a revenue model, then shamelessly packaged it under the guise of a well-established brand. This isn't a RollerCoaster Tycoon game. This isn't even a game. What's tragic is that it could have been great. The basics are all there. There's nothing wrong with the graphics, the interface and controls work reasonably well, and building new coasters takes a little getting used to, but ultimately does the job. That's a pretty good basis for a genuine RollerCoaster Tycoon experience for mobile. As it stands, I'm giving it 1 out of 10. I gave Dungeon Keeper a score of 2, and that at least had some sense of purpose, albeit fairly shallow in its campaign mode and PvP incursions. RollerCoaster Tycoon for mobile doesn't even try. If you want to design your own theme park, you'd do better to grab a large sheet of paper and some coloured pens. It's a more rewarding and far cheaper experience. Thanks for watching, and as ever, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below.